When I started teaching English, I wasn't particularly very good. I had just qualified for my training in Brighton, and basically when I was there I was just a new trainee. Basically I was teaching people from all over the world that had come to Brighton to learn English in the summer, and started in week 2 doing 15-minute classes, and then week 3 I was doing half an hour long classes, and then in the final week I had to do my kind of, like, as we all did, a 1 hour class which was observed. They're all actually observed, but it was the big one. It was the one whether you passed or not. And I did okay, I guess, and I got my certificate, and I went out and found my first job in China. But I got a massive shock when I actually got to China, because I wasn't teaching people from all over the world. I was solely teaching Chinese people, so they had a common language, they could chit chat together. That was one of the shocks that I had. The lessons were 2 hours long. I'd only ever done 1 hour long lessons. This was a huge length of time for me, a real shock to the system. And also I was teaching children, which I hadn't done before in Brighton, because it was a summer camp for teenage and adult students, so I'd never done that before either. And they basically gave me a book in the teacher's room, said look at this for an hour and go in and teach a class for 2 hours, and I didn't really know what to do. I kind of ambled my way through the class. It was a little bit boring, and in my first few weeks I was speaking to some of the other teachers, you know, what can you do in your lessons? They were like, right, play games, just play some games with them. And this is the point of my video. If you're one of those teachers out there that are just playing games, and there are many of you, many teachers I should say out there that do this, even the very best of teachers, we play games in our classes, but if you're playing them for too long and you're purposely doing it just to waste time, then you need to up your game, because it's really not good enough. Now, there's lots of reasons why teachers would want to play games for too long. You know, playing a language game with children is really important for many reasons, and good learning can be done through teaching English using games. Children respond to games, they play games out of the classroom, they'll naturally make their own games themselves. It's something that's very natural to children, and you can use language games to, you know, it's a really good method to teach English, and on TEFL11.com you'll find tons and tons of games. But this is the point, you have to pick your shots. You have to, if you're going to play a language game, 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes top. If you're teaching, if you're playing games for 20, 25 minutes of your lesson, then I'm sorry, that's not good enough, and you're just simply wasting your own time, and importantly you're wasting the time of your children. There's so many more really good language activities that you can make and get your students really practicing the language in that time, and you're not doing yourself justice if you're just running down the clock and wasting time in class. If you do that, if you are playing games for 20, 25 minutes, you're just really shooting yourself in the foot. Because what happens is your students will become bored, they'll become disinterested in your class, they'll become despondent, they won't enjoy learning anymore, they won't enjoy being there. And any students that are coming to class actually like the class, the whole ambience of your class will just be ruined, because the other kids just hate it. And then soon even the kids who are really enjoying coming to your class won't want to be there anymore. And it's because the teacher wanted to waste time in class and run down the clock. So basically, if you're going to use language games to teach children, which I really do suggest, pick your shots, use language games in the right way, and just very, very short, very, very sweet. But make sure you're doing meaningful activities that really use the limited time that you have in your classes, and don't waste time. Okay, that's it for today, and please do subscribe. I really would like you to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.